We would like to start by acknowledging as we gather today to continue our work to inspire all of our learners to reach their full potential, that we do so on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Matsqui, Kwantlen, Katsi, and Semiahmoo First Nations.
I would like to thank the Indigenous people for sharing their land. We promise to take care of it, the animals, and the people too. Hello, land. Hello, sky. Hello, me. Hello, friends. Hello, families. Along with the Langley School District, Miss Megan and I are very excited to share some Ready, Set, Learn videos with you. This video is called It Takes Two to Talk. When you talk, read, and sing with your child, you are building their brain and also preparing them for success in school and in life. Let's have some fun and do some learning.
Let's read a story together. The Little Red Fort. The Little Red Fort by Brenda Mayer, pictures by Sonia Sanchez. Ruby's mind was always full of ideas. One day she found some old boards. "Who wants to help me build something?" she asked her brothers. Oscar Lee pretended not to hear her. Rodrigo gave her a look that could melt popsicles. Jose almost fell off the fence. "You don't know how to build anything," they said. Ruby shrugged. "Then I'll learn." And she did. "Who wants to help me draw the plans?" Ruby asked. The boys clutched their sides and howled with laughter. "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll draw them myself." And she did. Satisfied with her plans, Ruby asked, "Who wants to help me gather the supplies?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll gather them myself." And she did. When all the supplies were gathered, Ruby asked, "Who wants to help me cut the boards?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I will cut them myself." And she did. When all the boards were neatly cut, Ruby sang, "Who wants to help me hammer in the nails?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll hammer them myself." And she did. Soon Ruby's creation was complete. "Who wants to play in my fort?" she called. "Me, me," said Oscar Lee. "Let's go," said Rodrigo. "I'll play," said Jose. "I'm not busy anymore." "Not so fast," Ruby said. "You didn't help me draw the plans, or gather the supplies, or cut the boards, or hammer the nails. You said I didn't know how to build, and you laughed at me. I'm going to play in the fort by myself." And she did. "We didn't want to play anyways," the boys said. But they did. So they huddled, whispered, and got straight to work. Oscar Lee made a mailbox, Rodrigo planted flowers, and Jose painted the fort fire engine red. Ruby was delighted. That evening, the boys followed a delicious aroma to a fort warming party. "Who wants to help me clean this plate?" Ruby asked. "We do," the boys said. And they did. And at the end of this book, it shows some great ideas of making a fort for your own. A sofa fort, kitchen chair fort, a bunk bed fort, or a snow fort. So you can use some cushions or some chairs, some blankets, and in the winter some snow to make your own fort. The end.
Hi everybody, let's sing a song. Can you get your slippery fish out? Slippery fish, swimming through the water. Slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a tuna fish, flashing through the water. A tuna fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by an octopus, gliding through the water. An octopus, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a great white shark, lurking in the water. A great white shark, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a humongous whale, spouting in the water. Humongous whale, big gulps, gulp, gulp, gulp. Burp. Oh, excuse me, that whale had a burp. Okay, for the next one, you're going to need a scarf or a towel or a pillowcase or a little blanket. I'm going to get my scarf. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. Way down in the valley where nobody goes, there's a wishy-washer woman washing her clothes. Here we go. She goes, ooh, ah, she goes, ooh, ah, she goes, ooh, ah, she goes, ooh, ah. That's the way the wishy-washer woman washes her clothes. Way down in the valley where nobody goes, there's a wishy-washer woman drying her clothes. We're going to blow. Ready to blow. She goes, ah, she goes, ah, she goes, ah, she goes, ah. That's the way the wishy-washer woman dries her clothes. One more. Way down in the valley where nobody goes, there's a wishy-washer woman folding her clothes. We're going to clap. Here we go. She goes, she goes, she goes, she goes. That's the way the wishy-washer woman folds her clothes. Well done. All right, so there's one more song I want us to do together, and it's about going to the moon. Are you ready to go to the moon? Before we go to the moon, we need to make sure we have on everything that we need to fly in our rocket ships. So let's put on our spacesuit. Roop, roop, zip. How about a helmet? Let's put on our helmet. Block, click, snap. And some space gloves. Zoom, zoom. And space boots. Loop, bloop. Okay, we're ready to go. Are you ready to get in your rocket ship and go to the moon? Let's get in our rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Let's count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to the moon! One more time. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Let's count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to the moon! We did it! Thanks for helping. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. This is a felt story. In the light of the moon, A little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of an egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. On Monday, he ate through one red apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. And on Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still feeling hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. And on Friday, he ate through 5 juicy oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 piece of Swiss cheese, a slice of salami, 1 lollipop, a piece of cherry pie, a sausage, a cupcake, and 1 piece of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. After that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around his body. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in his cocoon, pushed his way out, and became a beautiful butterfly. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Hello, boys and girls. I thought maybe we could play a game that you could do in your own house. This is a matching game. I've picked lots of items. I've gone around my house and picked out some items, anything that I could find 2 of. 2 things that match. So maybe you could find some things in your home. You could even do it outside. You can find some matching items as well. And we could play a bit of a matching game. So my game is laid out here on the table. I've already gone around and searched and found some items that we could match. And then the fun part is if you have your mom or your dad or your grandma, someone else who lives in your home, a sibling maybe, a brother or a sister, who would like to play with you, you can take turns. So the first person can take the first turn about picking which ones that match, and the next person can do the next one. So I'm going to show you kind of what the matching will look like, and then you can do it however you'd like in your own home. So I have a fork, and this looks kind of like a fork, but do they match? They're not the same. They're different. These are the same. It's a match. 1 match. And then the other friend can go next, whoever you're playing with. And you can go back and forth until all the items are gone. And then if you'd like to, you can go around and find some more items, or you can use the same items and do it again. Have fun. Bye. Hello families, we're out in the community today and we thought we'd take you into CCRR and learn a little bit more about what they have to offer the families in the community.
Okay, let's go in and take a look.
Hi, I'm Laura from the Langley Child Care Resource Referral Program with Langley Community Services Society.
Thanks, Laura. We have some questions for you that the families might be asking and wondering about in the community.
Yeah.
What is CCRR?
So the CCRR is the Child Care Resource Referral Program. We help folks find childcare, start up childcare in their own home, or get professional development hours with your early childhood education.
Great. Do you have any toys and activities that you can lend out?
We certainly do. We are in the part of the lending library right now. There's a lot out right now, but lots to still choose from. It is available for our Langley childcare providers. We also have a parent lending library for those that live in the Langleys as well. It is a 30-day rotation, so you're able to borrow one of these theme boxes for 30 days and then switch it out for something else that you're looking for your program or your home.
Wonderful. Thank you. Are there any in-person or online programs running for young children currently?
So our Family Place program has online programs, and the schedule changes monthly. You can pick up a calendar here on site, or you can look at it on our Facebook group. Our early learning program for those that have just settled in the Langleys. We also have another program through that program as well, and they have a monthly calendar that they rotate through as well. So there's some great fun activities for you to do with your children.
That sounds great, and I know the families will appreciate that very much. Now, you touched on finding daycares and preschools here.
Yep.
Is there any specific details that they would need to know? Would they just phone in? Would they need to come in if they're looking for daycare or preschool?
So you can phone, you can come in, or you can email, and we can provide the list of different daycares within Langley. We have broken Langley into 6. We have a Brookswood, Langley City, Willoughby, a Walnut Grove Fort Langley list, Murrayville, and an Aldergrove list that we can provide to everyone.
Perfect. And maybe at the end of this, we will add your contact information so families know where to go. What about, do you have any materials that are in multiple languages?
We do. We also have a settlement program here within our agency that will assist with translation services if you aren't comfortable coming in and wanting to speak in your native tongue.
Wonderful. That's great too. Last one is, are you a point of contact for new families moving into Canada?
Yes, we are.
Wonderful. Great. Thanks, Laura.
Thanks.
That's really helpful. Thanks for giving us your time, and we look forward to connecting you more with the families.
Definitely. Welcome, and we hope to see everyone soon.
Hi, my name is Alana Stockwell and I'm a kindergarten teacher at Parkside Centennial Elementary in Aldergrove.
Okay. Thanks, Ms. Stockwell. We just have a couple of questions to ask you. The first one is, what self-help skills could my child practice before entering kindergarten?
Yeah, so practicing being able to independently zip zippers on backpacks and coats, being able to put on shoes and do them up if necessary. Velcro is great. Students should also ideally practice opening containers or packages that are in their lunch, and they should also be able to use the washroom independently, including washing their hands afterwards.
Perfect. Does my child need to know all shapes, letters, and numbers before coming to kindergarten?
It's not expected that students know all of their shapes, numbers, and letters. That's all material that we go over in kindergarten. However, it is helpful if students enter kindergarten being able to print their name. That one is really helpful.
Great. And can you give a simple example of how my child will learn math?
Yeah, so when we're teaching the majority of subjects, we take a very hands-on approach. So using manipulatives, using loose parts, kind of creating an experience for students.
The last question is, can you share about how the children in your classroom will learn respect for all individuals?
Absolutely. So building a strong classroom community is one of my biggest goals. We really seek to focus on teaching kindness, respecting differences and similarities among students. We do this through different identity inquiry projects and kindness missions around the school, and just giving students the tools that they need to have positive interactions amongst each other.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome.